They won't let me live stream this. Wow. Hold on. Damn, this shit loud as hell. Well, I wonder can it still. Hold on 1 second. Let me cut that shit down. Okay, how is it sounding now? Can you hear me? Can y'all see me? Okay. I'm sorry this is taking so long because a message just popped up like, oh, you cannot stream this. Now let me fix this mic. All right, I'm back. But yeah, this is gonna be a review of the game Backbone. Now they don't want me streaming it or showing any like I guess gameplay. That's the first time I ever seen that message pop up on Twitch. But I'm gonna go ahead and review this because I was gonna review it like talking about it and this and that, but I was gonna use Twitch to review this game because I'm like, it'd be cool to review a game using Twitch. Okay, so I wanted to talk to y'all about this game called Backbone, man. That's on Xbox Game Pass. I'm not exactly sure. It is on PC and stuff as well. And I first heard about this game when I was reading through a Game Informer magazine, because I do read Game Informer from time to time. And I heard about them talking about this, and they were like, "Yeah." And I like detective games, mystery games. I don't play them all the time, but when I come across a good one, I like to get on it because I just like solving mysteries and solving puzzles. But but yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and break this because this game, like I said, if I beat the game, I'm just gonna start reviewing them because I did beat this game. I say about a week ago, and I never got a chance to review it. So I'm gonna go ahead and break it down because it's a decent amount of reviews on this game online. It's a decent amount, but a lot of them I feel like don't maybe say more about the game. I know it's hard to talk about this game without giving spoilers, but there's a lot of things though that have questions and whatnot. But I will give some spoilers. F it. So I'm letting y'all know, but it's not gonna be a lot. I'm not. It's only gonna be probably a few talking about the ending. Like maybe that. But okay, let me get to it. So this game is called Backbone. It's about this raccoon dude that you see in the front right there. His name is Harry or whatever, and he comes across a case where a woman is basically wanting you to check up on her man because apparently he's acting suspicious. So this is how the game starts, and you basically got to try to track down evidence and figure out what happened to her husband. And like what makes the game interesting is the fact that it leads into so much more stuff. Like it starts as simple as that, but then once you start figuring out about the world and the characters, it kind of really adds a lot more to the original story from the beginning. I will admit that to a key. Now, graphics wise, the game looks pretty nice. For a 2D game, I think that's something that a lot of people will say about this game is how great it looks. It is a very eye-popping, eye-catching game. Like the art style that they use in this game is really good. It's so good to the point where they don't even have to really say much to make you think or feel certain things about certain areas that you go to. Even though, yes, this game is full of dialogue, I mean, to be honest, a majority of the game is dialogue. So if you're not a dialogue person, you're not gonna like this game. But I will admit the dialogue is so good at times that it'll have you laughing. It'll either have you cracking up laughing or shocked or being like, whoa, what's finna happen next? You know what I'm saying? It's a very, very interesting game, you know. Controls wise, pretty simple. And then you saw simple puzzles. There is one puzzle that is a little challenging, but overall, there's really no puzzles. They want you to collect inventory, but most of the time, it really doesn't matter. It's like you get things. That could lead to other little things, but majority of the time, it's pretty simple. So you won't have much time like, oh man, I need this item. Oh, I got to get that item and this and this. Now, this game is also crazy because all the characters are clearly animals. They're all animals. Like, and the animals are all based on classes. That's what makes the game so crazy, too. Because, like, based on what animal you are is going to determine your class. You know, kind of like almost like in society, you know. And that's what makes the game interesting, too. Like, if you're like a tiger or a bear or something, you're going to be up there when it comes to your standing in society. But if you're like the main character, a raccoon or a rat or a rodent or something like that, then you're going to be considered to be lower class. That's just how the game is. And it adds into a strong emphasis on what's going on. I mean, there are certain parts in this game. Oh, I'm dead serious. You're gonna probably be like, "What in the hell?" Or it's just gonna catch you like this is some wild mess. You gotta have patience when you play this game, though. Even though it's short, this game is not long at all. You can honestly beat this game in a day if you really wanted to. You know, and the sound, I mean, the sound is pretty decent. I can definitely understand what other people be talking about when they say the sound just be there at one spot and then at another spot is gone, or at certain spots where you think the music should be dramatic, it's not. So yeah, I do feel like at certain spots the sound or the music really doesn't match too well. But then again, at other spots it does, and the music be really good and it's really enthralling. Like kind of like in the beginning of the game, like when you first get into that first town, you know, the music kind of fits very well with the atmosphere and it's raining and stuff. So that's another thing about this game that's pretty interesting too is the towns. I'm a little disappointed. Like I said, now this is somewhat of a spoiler. I'm a little disappointed because you don't go to all the towns. You know, it reminds me of other games like God of War. Oh, there's 9 realms, but you only really can go to 6 of them. You know, but you do see a good enough, at least decent enough amount to at least get a story or a glimpse to know what's going on, and they do try to explain stuff to you. They do. So, but alright, I guess I'm gonna get more into the detail, more parts of this game, and advise people, do I think they should play this or not? Well, right out the gate, yeah, I think you should play this. And if I had to rate this game, I would give it what most people give it. Most people give this game around a 7, around the score of a 7. And to be honest, I would do that as well. I mean, what makes this game great is the story and what it could have been like, but what f's the game up is how the story progresses and what happens and how certain things just don't matter as much as what they should. Like when it comes to story building and character development, I think they do a good job with that, but they just didn't hold on to it too strongly, and that was a huge problem. And a lot of things that happen as you progress later in the game could just really confuse people, honestly, or make people think something is gonna happen when actually nothing may not happen at all. That's why I think kind of f's it up a little bit. Like yeah, this game. That's why I say it's a 7 because it's a game with so much potential, But it's just certain things, if they would have just done a little bit better, this could have been one of those A1 games. Like, oh shit, everybody should play this, you know. But don't get me wrong though, I heard there is gonna be a sequel though. That I've heard that a sequel is already in development and being made, which makes a lot of sense because the way this game ended, it totally deserves a sequel. And if it didn't have a sequel, it would just make this game even worse. You know, this game with a sequel, it does make me feel like, yeah, it would help the first game out some. Cause I'm not gonna say exactly what happens at the end of this game because I want people to see it for themselves. But to be honest, it's true. This game, a lot of people just go watch other reviews. You'll see a lot of people say like, man, this game got one of the most craziest endings you might ever see, and it is. And I done played hella story video games. And this one, it's just, it's like I kind of understand it. It's like I understand it, but at the same time, it just, man, the way this game make you feel towards the end. Like, it starts off so good, but then it gets towards that end. And it's like, yeah, it still catches you. It still grips you. But it's like, what was the point? Okay, now why did it just do that? I must have hit that button by accident. Okay. But yeah, cuz it's like it's really cool figuring out this story and these characters. Like it really was, and it was fun getting into depths and deeper into learning about what was really going on in this society. And there are a lot of shock factors and a lot of shock moments in this game for it to be a short game. But it's just sad that it ended the way that it did. You know, it could have been much better. Like obvious, but don't get me wrong, like there are some like questions that still opened up about the ending, like when it comes to other characters, like what happened with them and what happened with them. But the problem is that they didn't really let you know too much. And you know what? Because I don't want this review to be 20 years long. It's already 12 minutes, but I think that's what it really is. It's like it's okay to leave a game off on a cliffhanger or on a moment of you wanting to know more, but it's not so good when you don't give them enough in the beginning to lead them to that point. You know, it makes me think about like games like God of War. Here I go bringing up God of War again. Like in God of War, you know, like for example in number three, like yeah, he stabbed himself, this and this and that. It ended off on a crazy note. It did. Like what happened to him? Is he dead? Is he gone? It did. It really left you off. But they gave you so much in the beginning that it 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 made you wonder, but it didn't make you upset about the game. You still go back and play that game multiple times and not give a damn about how it ended, you know, because it was just that packed and it led up so well, you know. And I think that's was the issue with this game. But it's okay because this was the first time, you know, this was their first run, and maybe on the second run it'll be better. Because I really do believe if they can come back and really like make add more puzzles, add more things to do as the character, balance the story out a little more and actually give us more and just make a game with more. I think that would really, like, instead of like a 5 hour game like this game kind of is, give us like 15, 20, and I think that would totally improve it right there, you know. But yeah, I completely advise people to play this game. It's on Game Pass, so if you got Game Pass you could play this right now, you know. And if you play this, please play this game through and tell me what you think about the end and leave it in the comments and what you think, because that ending is just, man, I would love to talk more about it and go in detail more about it, but then it's kind of true. It's just like one of those things that you just don't want to spoil. You just gotta let them play it so they can see how the game progress, you know. But we could probably top it up about that in the comment section if y'all want to come in there at least. So stay away from the comments. If you see a lot of comments, stay away from them because it might be some spoilers. But alright, y'all. I just wanted to do this review on this game, man. My first time doing a review on Twitch. Hopefully the next game they don't trip like that. Hopefully I can upload this because I didn't play the game. But I'll see what's going on right now, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.